remaining charts of exemptions which are there. Let's go ahead and understand them quickly. Exemptions. Supply services by way of transfer of going concern as a whole or independent part. So, if one person goes ahead and transfers his business as going concern, yes sir, we remember whenever transferor transfers his business as going concern to someone, the transferee is going to take registration, and whenever one transferor transfers the business to the transferee, this transfer of business as going concern is exempted from GST because the transferee will go ahead and take registration. He will sell the goods and collect GST and pay it to the government. The transferee was liable to take registration, and hence the transfer was exempted. Services by way of transfer of business as going concern, either as a whole or a part, will be always exempted from GST. Next, supply of services associated with transit cargo to Nepal and Bhutan. Everyone over here now. Exemption, miscellaneous. I will be little quick with the miscellaneous exemption because the main exemptions I have already covered. These are small exemptions which I have gone ahead and put in two charts. Okay sir, done. Now, miscellaneous exemption mein, the first one which we are going to learn now is services, supply of services associated with transit cargo. Sir, what do you mean by transit cargo to Nepal and Bhutan? India has a big baseline over here. You know what happens? The ship comes from Dubai. Now, Dubai say the goods will be unloaded in the Mumbai port over here, and then they will be sent to Nepal. If there is a person who is in Nepal who is imported, or there is a person who is in Bhutan who has gone ahead and imported, what will they do? From here, the goods will be sent to them. Now, they will go ahead and take the help of someone who will get the goods cleared, etc. So, the transit cargo, which is going from our country to their country, this cargo, which is basically not meant for our country, the cargo is not meant for our country, it is meant for Nepal and Bhutan. But because Nepal and Bhutan does not have the baseline over here, they don't have the sea, so the goods come to our country, and then they are being sent to Nepal and Bhutan ka border. Now, in this scenario, there will be a person who will get all these goods cleared. He will send it to Nepal and Bhutan. This transit cargo related, whatever services a person will go ahead and provide, he will not go ahead and charge any GST, because if he goes ahead and charges GST, the person who are importers in Nepal and Bhutan, they will anyways not get Indian GST ka ITC. So government told, let's be a good neighbor. Transit cargo which is going to Nepal and Bhutan, there will be no GST that shall be charged. Next, services by of supply of services by a government entity to central government, state government, or any person specified by the central government, state government against a consideration in the form of grant from the government. So, if there is a governmental entity, and the governmental entity is anyway set up by the central government, state government. Now, if the governmental entity is going ahead and doing any work from the government, and government goes ahead and gives a grant, this service by the governmental entity, which the service which is done by the governmental entity is basically on behalf of the government only, and for that government gives the consideration in the form of grant, the service is exempt. Services by governmental entity against which the government gives grant to them is exempted from GST. That is what is being told. The next is services by fair trade shop. Baba, everyone knows Ration Wala. The Ration Wala ka shop is there. This is the Ration Wala. What happens in the Ration Wala? Everyone goes to collect their ration. 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupees में kerosene oil, etc. Sugar is being supplied. Now this Ration Wala is basically going ahead and giving services to the government. Government has gone ahead and hired one person who is basically going ahead and distributing the ration to people. These people who are there are basically giving services to the government, and government gives them commission. Simple as that, their services to the government is exempted. The ration wala person ka commission, because he is going ahead and distributing the ration on behalf of the government, his services to the government will go ahead and pay him some amount, and that service shall be exempted. Services by fair trade shop, ration wala's commission from government is exempted. Services of renting of residential house for residential purpose. Everyone always remember, residential house renting for residential purpose is exempted. My question, residential house renting for residential house ka renting for commercial purpose. Chartered accountant took a house and he is doing CA ka business from there. Can you tell me whether it is exempted? Baba, always remember, residential house for residential purpose is exempt. Residential house, if used for commercial purpose, it shall always be taxable. It is not exempted. Next. Everyone over here now. Renting of hotel in guest house having value of supply is below or equal to rupees 1,000. Whenever one hotel is going ahead and giving a hotel room or inn or guest house is going ahead and giving a room on rent and the amount is rupees 1,000 per day, then it shall always be exempted. Can you tell me if a temple trust was going ahead and giving, how much was exempt from GST? In case of temple trust, etc., how much amount was exempted from GST? Do you guys recall? Sir, in case of temple trust, when they were going ahead and giving room rent, 999 was exempted because temple mein hundi was there. So when you went to the temple, if the temple is asking you 1,000, put 1 rupee in the hundi, 999 was exempted. But hotel mein there is no hundi and hence government went ahead and exempted full 1,000 rupees only. So you went to a hotel, the hotel owner told you 1,000 rupees I'll take. Because there is no hundi, government went ahead and told full 1,000 rupees is only exempted. Renting of hotel in guest house having value of supply below or equal to rupees 1,000 shall be exempted. So if there is a hotel and this guy has gone ahead and given you a room on rent and he's charging up to rupees 1,000, then he will not go ahead and charge GST. It shall be exempted. Next. Now, in the same thing, if there is a hostel is going ahead and allowing people. Now, there are trusts which are there which run hostel. There are trusts which run hostel for their community ka people. For an example, one trust is there. They are running their hostel for their community ka students who are coming and studying. They are going ahead and telling hostel accommodation to student by trust, not charitable activity. And if value of supply is rupees 1,000 per day, then it shall be exempt. Up to rupees 1,000 per day is exempted. So if there is a charitable trust, there is a trust which is there, not charitable trust, simply a trust which is there. It is allowing students to come and stay and the students are going ahead and paying rupees 1,000 per day, then there shall be no GST. Always remember one thing, 1,000 rupees per day has been exempted. It means 30 rupees per month, 30,000 rupees per month. Even if the trust is going ahead and charging, it shall be exempted. Okay, sir, point is clear because rupees 1,000 per day is exempt. Now, I am a person, I go ahead and give on hire. I go ahead and give on hire what? Giving on hire motor vehicle for transportation of passenger greater than 12 to a state transport undertaking. Everyone over here, I go ahead and give a car. I have a small tempo traveler. Tempo traveler where 17 people can sit. I went ahead and gave it to Karnataka State Transport Undertaking Co. I went ahead and gave it on hire. I have a 7-seater car, 7-seater motor vehicle, which I went ahead and gave to state transport undertaking, then I should not go ahead and charge GST. They are telling whenever you are going ahead. So this is basically to encourage people to buy a vehicle with more than 12% ka capacity and give it to the state transport undertaking so that government ka state transport undertaking mein many vehicles are there. More vehicles mean city mein more communication, more commutation will become easy and government ka objective will be achieved. So government is telling give Baba, if you have a supposedly tempo traveler more than 12% ka, give it to the state transport undertaking. You have a bus, give it to the state transport undertaking. Don't charge any GST. No problem at all. Don't charge any GST. Everyone, giving on hire motor vehicle to the state transport undertaking for transportation of passenger greater than 12 or to a local authority an electronic operated vehicle meant to carry greater than 12 passenger. Sir, I am going ahead and giving to whom? Local authority. The Karnataka ka local transportation is done by the Karnataka BMTC basically. So if I go ahead and give them, I go ahead and give them, I have a bus. This is an electronic operated bus. Electronic operated bus. Basically, electric vehicle government wants to promote and government is telling people, buy electric vehicle, give it to us. If you give it to us, no GST to be charged by you. Government wants to go green and government is telling, let's not invest. Let's tell people to buy and give it to us and not charge any GST. GST not required. Everyone over here. So if you buy an electronic operated vehicle which is meant to carry passengers greater than 12 and you give it to a local authority, your local authority. Basically, in Bangalore, we have the BMTC, which runs the local buses. So if you go ahead and give it to them, then no GST. I went ahead and gave a truck to a GTA. I went ahead and gave a truck to a GTA. I have one truck and there's a goods transport agency. If I go ahead and give a truck to a GTA, there'll be no GST. You know why government went ahead and told this? Because GTA ka case mein generally reverse charge mechanism is applicable and GTAs don't get ITC, and hence government told whenever any person will give you a truck on hire, he will not go ahead and charge you any GST. So if I go ahead and give to a state transport undertaking a vehicle for transportation of passenger greater than 12, then baba no GST. If I go ahead and give electronic operated vehicle to a local authority, then no GST, which is meant for greater than 12 passenger. Sir, if I give a truck on hire to a goods transport agency, then also no GST. Or I am going ahead and giving a motor vehicle for transportation of student, faculty, and staff to a person providing transportation of student, faculty, and staff to educational institution. Everyone over here, there is a college up to 12th, school up to 12th is there. I went ahead and gave one motor vehicle. I went ahead and gave a motor vehicle for transportation to a person. He is going ahead and giving to the school. Everyone listen to me very carefully. When this person gives to the school, motor vehicle for transportation of the school ka student, faculty, and staff, there is no GST. And hence, government went ahead and told Ramesh, if you go ahead and give your motor vehicle on this to this person who is going to give it to the student, faculty, and staff, anyways there is no GST. So when you give it to him, you also don't charge any GST. This point has been covered over here, everyone. Motor vehicle for transportation of student, faculty, and staff to a person providing transportation of student, faculty, and staff to educational institution preschool up to 12, then it shall be exempted. Services by way of access to road or bridges on payment of toll or annuity, baba, all these toll charges which are there, anyways there is no GST. Transmission distribution of electricity by transmission or distribution utility. So Bangalore electricity distribution company, Bescom is there. Bescom goes ahead and distributes electricity. Transmission and distribution of electricity, there is no GST. Now everyone over here, this is Bescom, Bangalore Electricity Corporation, which is there. ठीक है, they go ahead and distribute electricity. On electricity distribution and transmission, there is no GST. But sir, what about they Bescom goes ahead and charges people meter charges? Sir, I want to shift my meter shifting charges. Sir, they go ahead and charge. If you want duplicate bill ka issuance charges are there. Always remember, transmission and distribution pe there is no GST. But all these other charges which are there, which are meter charges, sir, meter shifting charges, any issuance of duplicate bill charges, all this circular came, application fees, meter rental, shifting charges, testing fees, etc. are always taxable. What is exempted is transmission and distribution of electricity. Next, sir, interest on loan. Sir, this we anyways know. Entry number 27. So many times you went ahead and told interest on loan. If a person goes ahead and gives money to use to someone and the person is giving interest on loan, there is no GST. And interest on loans and advance, there is no GST. Forex conversion by bank to bank. One bank went ahead and converted Forex for another bank, or dealer to another dealer to bank. Everyone over here, I am a Forex dealer. I gave dollar to the bank. Bank went ahead and gave me INR. Here, bank went ahead and charged me some amount which is basically margin. Always remember, bank will not go ahead and charge me any GST. Always remember this. Whenever bank to another bank, forex conversion services are given, or forex dealer to another forex dealer to a bank, or bank to a forex dealer, when these forex conversion services are given, there will be no GST. Forex conversion by bank to bank, dealer to bank, other than, there will be no GST, but other than interest involved in credit card. Always remember, if a credit card company gave me a credit card and I could not go ahead and pay the amount on time and they are charging me interest, credit card interest pay, credit card penalties pay, always there will be GST, because credit card interest is not actually interest, it's a huge amount which is being charged, it's a penal interest which is there. Is my point clear till here? Credit card interest pay, always GST will come. Now, the next one over here is services to savings bank account holder under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Everyone over here, there is one person, he has gone ahead and opened a bank account, and this bank account is opened with State Bank of India. Now, this is State Bank of India. State Bank of India opened a bank account under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. You know, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana mein people opened zero balance accounts. Government went ahead and told banks open zero balance account for people. Now bank went ahead and gave him a checkbook. Now when the bank goes ahead and gives him a checkbook, might be the bank will go ahead and charge 5 rupees. But bank on the checkbook issuance charges, GST will not be charged. Means whenever services are given to savings bank account holder under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana by the bank. If bank account holder ko any services are given, there will be no GST because these are zero balance account. Government went ahead and told don't charge any GST to those people, otherwise those people will start closing the account. So please don't go ahead and charge any GST. These are minimum balance accounts which are there. Please, zero balance accounts which are there, don't charge any GST whenever you provide any services to them. Next, life insurance services provided to member of Army, Navy, Air Force, personnel of Coastal Guard, sent CAPF member. So everyone over here, group insurance scheme of the government is there. So central government ka group insurance scheme is there. You know what happens under the group insurance scheme? Life insurance services are provided. Life insurance services are provided to whom? To the members of Army, Navy, Air Force. Army come members, Navy, Air Force, ठीक है, then personnel of coastal guards which are there. Now what happens? These people ko life insurance services are provided and a very small amount is collected from them. So basically, central government ka group insurance fund say insurance is being done for these people and a very minimum amount is being collected from them. Life insurance services which are provided to the army ka members, navy ka member, air force or coastal guard, there will be no GST which will be charged because it is under the group insurance scheme of the government. Okay sir, point is clear. Next, everyone over here now, always remember services of life insurance by way of annuity under national pension system. Okay, services provided by coal mine provident fund, employee state insurance, reserve bank of India, employee provident fund organization, SEBI, insurance regulatory development authority to insurer, all their services are exempt. Can I tell you one shortcut? Remember always sincere ka services, SINCERE. Sincere services are exempted from GST. What is sincere, sir? S for सेबी का सर्विसेज आर एग्जेम्प्टेड, ठीक है. आई फॉर IRDA का सर्विसेज टू इंश्योरर्स आर एग्जेम्प्टेड. एन फॉर नेशनल पेंशन सिस्टम, NPS का सर्विसेज, देयर इज नो GST. सी ओवर हियर, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस अंडर नेशनल पेंशन सिस्टम, देयर इज नो GST. देन सी फॉर सर कोल माइन प्रोविडेंट फंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का सर्विस, नो GST. ई फॉर एम्प्लॉय स्टेट इंश्योरेंस कॉर्पोरेशन, देयर सर्विस, नो GST. R for Reserve Bank of India, no GST. Sir, E for Employee Provident Fund Organization का services, no GST. Always remember services by Coal Mine Provident Fund, sincere, SINCERE. Government told sincere services pay, we will not go ahead and charge any GST. Just mark this and write down sincere services, there is no GST, so that one day before the exam you remember it. Okay sir, point is clear. Bank charges on credit card or debit card exempted up to 2 lakh rupees per transaction. Everyone over here now, my bank has gone ahead and given me a swiping machine. I swipe for up to 2000 rupees. Whatever swipe I do, my bank will go ahead and collect from your bank. My bank will go ahead and collect. For that collection, bank will go ahead and charge you 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Now on that 10, 20 rupees, because the amount of swipe is up to 2000 rupees, they will not go ahead and charge any GST on that collection charges which are there. They are going ahead and telling bank charges on credit card or debit card is exempted up to rupees 2000 per transaction. So whatever swipes I do up to 2000 rupees, my bank will not go ahead and charge me any GST on their service charges. My bank might charge me a bank charge, but on the bank charge they will not go ahead and charge any GST. Next, everyone over here. Now, these are services of general insurance services, which are small insurance. I would like to go ahead and show it to you from the book. Everyone, for understanding this, I would like you guys to come to the book for this portion only. Everyone, in your book, page number 7.16, you have general insurance service. Actually, what happened? Government went ahead and saw there are many insurances which are very small amount ka insurance, means basically the premium for those insurances is very less, and hence the government wanted to go ahead and not charge GST on those insurances. So if any company is going ahead and they are into general insurance relating to these things, then there will be no GST which will be charged. So for you to go ahead and remember in the exam, I will try to go ahead and explain this, so that in the exam by chance they ask you, you go ahead and remember it. Services of general insurance business provided under the following scheme. They don't go ahead and ask, but still remembering is always better. General insurance services, general insurance business provided under the following scheme. Number one. So what is the general insurance? Services of general insurance provided under HUT insurance scheme. Okay. So if I go ahead and say there is a HUT ka insurance, if it is done, HUT insurance pay, there will be no GST which will be there. Okay, sir, what are you doing? Everyone, I am trying to draw a HUT. So HUT insurance pay, there will be no GST. Okay, so if there is a person who has gone ahead and taken his HUT ka insurance, Baba, again the premium amount will be very small. So government went ahead and told HUT insurance, no GST. Next. Second, cattle insurance under Swarna, Jayanti, Gram, Swarozgar, Yojana, earlier known as Integrated Rural. Too much, Baba. You can just remember cattle insurance. I will go ahead and say one person has a herd. He will also have a small cattle over here. Now, I will draw one cow. No, this is not monkey. This is a cow. Everyone, this is a cow which is there. Cow means cattle insurance. Everyone, cattle insurance. Correct? No. Sir, this is correct only. Cattle insurance. Everyone over here, cattle insurance pay. There will be no GST. Okay, sir. Done. Next. Sir, scheme for insurance of tribal. One tribal person is there. He is going on the road. For an example, one tribal person is there. He is going on the road. So they are going ahead and telling if a tribal person is there, he is a tribal person. Okay, he is wearing a dhoti. Now he is a tribal person. Tribal person ka insurance which is there. Tribal person ka insurance. Tribal person one towel he is towing over here, and tribal person ka insurance also, there will be no GST. Remember always, I am drawing a village ka diagram. Okay, everyone. ठीक है, done. Next, sir, Janta personal accident or Gramin accident. You know what happened? Suddenly, this person was going on the way. One bike was coming, and the bike went ahead, and there is a person sitting, and he hit this person. So there can be accident. Yes, sir. And hence they are going ahead and telling accident insurance policy also there will be no GST. So they are going ahead and telling personal accident or Gramin accident. So this is Gramin. Gramin means village accident policy. There will be no GST. Next. The next one is group personal accident policy of self-employed women. For an example, I'll go ahead and make a self-employed woman over here. One woman is there. She is self-employed. What is she doing, sir? She is self-employed woman. She is working. Okay? She is working. She is doing some work. What if there is an accident which happens of a self-employed woman? There is a coconut tree which is there. One coconut, what if it falls? So they are going ahead and telling, Baba, everything told in class is only for classroom purpose. Self-employed women related, if any insurance is done, no GST. Okay, sir. Next. Sir, agricultural pump set and failed well. Now, this person who is there, tribal people, they will go ahead and do, what will they do? Go ahead and do, they will have pump set over here. Yes, sir, they will have a well which is there. This is a well where they will go ahead and take out water. So, well will be there. So, a failed well insurance, failed well insurance is also exempted from GST. Sir, might be they have a pump set over here where they will go ahead and take out the water. So pump set which is there, from the pump set they will take out water. Failed well or pump set ka insurance, there will be no GST. So that is what is being told over here. Failed well or pump set ka insurance, there will be no GST. Now, premia collected on export credit insurance. Now, this person, because he is a tribal over here, what will the tribal person do? Sir, Gramin accident, I will put up. Okay, everyone? Okay, sir, done. Now, this tribal person, what will he do, sir? The tribal person will grow crops. Now these crops which are there, he will go ahead and want to export, and hence he would want export credit. Now export credit related insurance, there will be no GST. They are going ahead and telling export credit insurance, no GST. Restructured weather based crop insurance, restructured weather based crop insurance. Now these crops which are there, these crops ka he would want insurance. So they are telling if crops ke liye might be the weather goes bad, right everyone? So they are going ahead and telling weather based crop insurance also I want, that also there will be no GST. Okay, done, sir. Next, they are going ahead and telling Jan Arogya Bima. Jan Arogya Bima means health insurance. Again, there will be no GST. Sir, Fasal Bima. Again, these crops related. Fasal Bima. Fasal Bima means crops ka insurance. Fasal Bima means the crops ka insurance. There will be no GST again. So I am not going ahead and talking in detail about this insurance policy because, to be very frank, I am not an insurance agent who will know more about the insurance policies. I will know very basic, and I am telling you very basic. So Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima, no GST. Pilot scheme on seed crop insurance. All these crops, there will be seed also. So they are going ahead and telling seed crop insurance also there will be no GST. Okay, sir, done. Then central sector scheme of cattle insurance. Again, I have told you cattle insurance. Anyways, there is no GST. Universal health insurance. Baba, this village in itself is a universe, right, everyone? Yes, sir. This village itself is a universe in itself, and if there is a universal health insurance, please remember there will be no GST. Then they are going ahead and telling Rashtriya Swasthya Bima, again health insurance, coconut and palm insurance. Baba, this coconut tree is there, coconut and palm insurance, there will be no GST. Okay, then Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima. Again, this over here is the Suraksha. So you can go ahead and remember Suraksha Bima. Also, there will be no GST. Next, sir, Nirmaya Health Insurance. Again, health insurance. And the last one is Bangla Sasya Bima. Bangla Sasya Bima means West Bengal Crops Department. Bangla means basically the West Bengal ka Sasya means crops. West Bengal Crops Department, under the West Bengal Crops Department, whatever the insurance is there, basically they are talking about Bangla Sasya Bima. This is launched by the if I'm not wrong, Bangla means West Bengal ka crops department has West Bengal may there is a crops insurance which has been launched, and for that also there will be no GST. Again, a crops insurance, there will be no GST. For you to remember in the exam, how will you remember, sir? Hut insurance, cattle insurance, Gramin accident, tribal, weather-based crops, export credit, fasal bima, seed crops. Then, sir, self-employed women, failed well set, pump set, universal health insurance. All these things were basically there will be no GST. These are because the prime premium in these insurances is very small. There will be no GST. Okay, done, sir. Let's go ahead. Next. The next one over here is services of life insurance, which is basically Janashri Bima, Aam Aadmi Bima, life micro products, basically where the coverage is only up to 2 lakh, the premium is very small. Varishta pension, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan, Pradhan Mantri Vyay Vandan Yojana, all these pay. Whatever is the premium, GST will not come because these are all amounts where the premium is very low. So I have gone ahead and told general insurance under hearts, cattle, tribal, so that you remember the words in the exam. Gramin accident, accident policy of self-employed woman, pump set, failed well, export credit, weather-based crop, Jan Arogya, Pradhan Mantri, Fasal Bima, crops, seed crops, universal health insurance, Rashtriya Swasthya, coconut palm, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha, Suraksha, Nirmaya, Bangla Sasya Bima, all these pay, there will be no GST. Services of life insurance, which are Janashri Bima, Aam Aadmi Bima, micro insurance product where the coverage is only up to 2 lakh, Varishta Pension Bima, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti, Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Vyay Vandan Yojana, all these candor, whatever insurance business, life insurance, these are life insurances, okay? There will be no GST. Now, all this insurance, if I do, no GST. If I get the reinsurance done, reinsurance of the insurance scheme specified above, also there will be no GST. All this insurance scheme, Janashri Bima, one person is carrying out Janashri Bima, he took a reinsurance. The insurance company took the reinsurance. Reinsurance services, the reinsurer will not go ahead and charge any GST. Next. Services by way of collection of contribution under the Atal Pension Yojana or any pension scheme of the state government. So under the Atal Pension Yojana, under the Pension Yojana, Baba, whatever is the services by way of contribution under the Atal Pension Yojana, there will be no GST. For those collection charges, etc., which are taken, there will be no GST. Services by business facilitator or business correspondent to a banking company or insurance company with respect to rural area branch or intermediary to business facilitator or business correspondent. I hope you guys remember reverse charge. I had gone ahead and told this, that whenever a business facilitator or business correspondent to a banking company or an insurance company is going ahead and providing the services with respect to rural area branch, there will be no GST. Next, intermediary service. Intermediary means the broker kind of a service. Intermediate service is a financial service which is basically located in a multi SEZ, multi services SEZ with international financial service center ka status to customer outside India. Whenever an intermediary is going ahead and providing services, this intermediary of financial services is located in an SEZ, he is going ahead and providing the services to whom? To customers outside India. Basically, he'll go ahead and earn foreign currency, and hence government went ahead and told his services, intermediary services to those customers who are outside India, there will be no GST payable by this guy. Intermediary services or financial services located in multi services SEZ with IFSC status to customers outside India, there will be no GST. Then insurance scheme where the premium is paid by the government. Again, always remember, if there is an insurance scheme where the entire amount of premium is paid by the government. For an example, police department ka, all the police ka employees ka insurance has been taken and the government is going ahead and paying the premium, then there will be no GST. Next, upfront amount payable for granting of long-term lease of 30 years or more. Sir, any upfront amount for granting of long-term lease of 30 years or more, ठीक है, for industrial plot or plot for development of infrastructure for financial business. Baba, there is a plot. It is known as, it is an industrial plot for development of industry, or it's a plot for development of financial business. Okay, sir. Who has given it? Then they are going ahead and telling, if provided by state government industrial development corporation. This is provided by whom? State government industrial development corporation. ठीक है? Or undertaking development or corporation SIDC, or it is by state government industrial development corporation or undertaking, or by any other entity having 20% or more ownership of central government, or entity which has 20% or more ownership of the government, then to the industrial unit or the developer of any industrial or financial area business. So I want to go ahead and develop an industrial plot. Basically, I want to go ahead and take a plot. So I went ahead and told these people, sir, can you go ahead? I told the SIDC, or I went ahead and told an entity where the government has 20% or more share, that sir, please go ahead and give me plots, industrial plot or plots for financial services ka development, and I am going ahead and paying them upfront amount. Upfront amount means what, sir? Upfront amount means might be a bulk amount of 50 lakh I paid them, and now I am going to develop this plot into industrial plots, or I am going to develop these plots into finance, so that people can come and do financial business over here. Then these plots, when they are given by the government will not go ahead and charge any GST. They are going ahead and saying, see over here, upfront amount payable for granting of long-term lease of 30 years or more. Government gave me this plot on long-term lease. Long-term lease means 30 years or more ka lease pay government has given me. So giving of lease of industrial plot, GST will come. But then government went ahead and told there will be no GST when state industrial development corporation or an entity in which government has 20% or more share, they are going ahead and giving industrial plot, and the front party is going ahead and giving any upfront amount. Everyone, upfront amount paid, there will be no GST. Upfront amount payable for granting of long-term lease of 30 years or more of industrial plot or plot for development of infrastructure for financial business provided by State Industrial Development Corporation SIDC or undertaking or by any other entity having 20% or more ownership of central government to whom it is given to an industrial unit or the developer of any industrial or financial area business, then baba, this upfront amount which is being charged for long term lease, there will be no GST on that amount. So government will not go ahead and collect any GST along with the 50 lakh rupees upfront amount. Means basically the long term lease shall be exempted from GST. Then the second one over here is, everyone over here, do you guys remember over here it says services by way of transfer of TDR, FSI or upfront amount in respect of services by way of granting of long-term lease of 30 years or more on or after 1/4/2019 for the construction of residential property by a promoter intended for sale to a buyer. Everyone over here now, do you guys remember if a person who goes ahead and gives TDR, transfer of development right, or floor space index to a promoter? So if Ram went ahead and gave TDR or floor space index, or he gave long term lease pay land which is 30 years or more to a builder who is going to make a building, then I hope you guys remember under reverse charge mechanism on this TDR or FSI, this person was liable to pay GST under RCM. Do you guys remember, everyone? Whenever one person gives transfer of development right or floor space index or long term lease per land, so that one promoter can go ahead and make the building, etc., in that scenario GST was payable under RCM. Do you all recall, everyone? Yes, sir. We remember in reverse charge mechanism, you had gone ahead and told, I'll show you reverse charge mechanism. In reverse charge mechanism, when you were teaching RCM, you had gone ahead and told whenever any person gives development right or long-term lease pay to the promoter land, then promoter will have to go ahead and pay the GST under RCM. Now, in connection with that, they have gone ahead and told, see over here, everyone, what are they telling? They are going ahead and telling over here that, sir, services by way of transfer of TDR or FSI or upfront payment payable in respect of supply of services by way of granting of long-term lease on or after 1/4/2019 for the construction of residential apartment. If this guy, promoter, is going to make residential apartment, okay, if the promoter is going to make residential apartment, then so that the residential apartment doesn't become expensive for the front party, government went ahead and told by a promoter intended for sale to a buyer, if they are sold before issuance of completion certificate or first occupancy, whichever is earlier. Everyone over here, before issuance of completion certificate or first occupancy, whichever is earlier, if the apartments are sold, it means GST will come. It means GST will come, and hence government went ahead and told on the sale of the apartment GST will come, but this TDR FSI pay, whatever GST was payable by the promoter, that will not be payable. So if there is a promoter, everyone over here, there is a promoter, he went ahead and took this land card transfer of development right or floor space index, or he went ahead and took this land card TDR, FSI or long term lease pay. He has taken this land and he has made a residential property. Now, to go ahead and make this land, he has gone ahead and taken this TDR, FSI, etc. On this, he had to go ahead and pay GST under RCM, but government went ahead and told when he is going ahead and selling the residential property, because he is selling before completion certificate or first occupancy, whichever is earlier, anyways GST will come on the sale. So, this RCM liability has been told that it will be exempted. The builder does not have to pay the GST on the development right, floor space index or long term lease pay. When he has taken the land, he does not have to pay any GST on RCM, because anyways the sale is before completion certificate or first occupancy, whichever is earlier, and GST will be there charged on every apartment. I hope everyone is clear. People, for more discussion on this, you can go to my YouTube channel and refer to the real estate ka video if you want to. More than this is not required for the exam, so I'll not get into it. But if you want to learn in more details, you can go to my YouTube channel, type real estate, you'll find one video of 2.5 hours. You can understand it. More details about real estate I've gone ahead and discussed over there. Next. Now, everyone over here now, Indian Railway Finance Corporation, IRFC, Indian Railway Finance Corporation, we're going ahead and giving this. Indian Railway, IRFC. IRFC is Indian Railway Finance Corporation. They were going ahead and giving to Indian Railway. Again, both are separate entities over here. Indian Railway Finance Corporation was giving to the Indian Railway all these boxes. Train ka boxes are there, no, train ka engines are there. These are all belonging to IRFC. They give it on lease to the Indian Railway. Giving on lease to the Indian Railway, Indian Railway was paying an amount. This lease was exempted from GST. Now the exemption has been withdrawn. Now the exemption is being withdrawn over here. They are going ahead and telling IRFC services of leasing of assets to Indian Railway. Earlier it was exempted. Amendment now. Sir, this exemption has been withdrawn and hence it is taxable. Next. The next one over here is services provided by Incubate. Sir, Incubate and Incubator. First, let's go ahead and understand what do you mean by Incubate. I love drawing. Let me draw a little. Everyone over here now. Sir, what are you drawing over here? This is, what is this everyone? This is egg, sir. And then you have, wait, let me draw. I love drawing. ठीक है? ठीक है? हाँ. Can you tell me what is this, everyone? Sir, this is eggs and a, not a duck, Baba. This is chicken. What do you call it? The hen. Okay. Okay, you understood now, everyone? Yes, sir, we understood. So, people remember, always understand. This is the chicken and this is the egg. Now, what happens? The hen is giving the warmth to the eggs. Okay. The same way is a incubator. So, this is known as an incubator and this is an incubatee. Beti, Baba, Beti, incubati, and this is an incubator. Always remember, they are going ahead and talking about an incubator and incubatee now. Services provided by an incubator is also exempt. So, incubator, you know what incubators go ahead and do? Incubators are basically the people who go ahead and help the new startups. So, these are basically the new startup who need the help and the warmth of the incubator. So the incubator go ahead and provide incubation services. Basically, sir, we don't have any idea about finances. Sir, we don't have any idea about market research. Sir, we don't have any R&D related knowledge. Whatever knowledge you want, you can go ahead and ask the help from the incubator. So basically what happens, the incubators help the incubatee by providing the warmth so that the incubatees grow, the startups can grow. So incubators are the people who go ahead and help the incubatee, the startup, to basically grow. So they are going ahead and telling whenever the incubator is providing the services, taxable services by taxable services when they are provided by a technology business incubator, TBI, which incubator? Technology business incubator, or a recognized science and technology enterprise park, or a STEP, or a bio incubator. Whose incubator? Bio incubator. There are three types of incubators which they are telling their services shall be exempted. Incubators, which are basically technology business incubator, science and technology enterprise park, or a bio incubator. Whatever services they provide to the incubatee, their services shall be exempted. Quickly tell me, everyone, is the point clear to all? So basically, whoever is the incubator who is helping the startups to grow, the incubator will go ahead and provide market research, market related, sir, how to go ahead and do this, how to go ahead and do that, so that the startups can grow, the incubators services shall be exempted from GST. Which incubators? Ratan Tata is also an incubator. Ratan Tata ka foundation is also an incubator. No, they are talking of only TBI or STP or a bio incubator ka services shall be exempted. Next. Now, let's learn about the incubator. Now, incubator is the startup. What will happen? Startup will go ahead and provide services to the world. Now, startup ka services also are exempted. They are going ahead and telling, sir, incubator who are within the premises of technology business incubator or science and technology enterprise park. Incubator who are within the premises of technology business incubator or science and technology enterprise park. Incubators who are within the premises of the technology business incubator or science and technology enterprise park. These startups going ahead and providing services to the public. They are telling up to a turnover of 50 lakh in a financial year, provided preceding financial year turnover is less than 50 lakh rupees and 3 years have not elapsed. So, for an example, I am a incubator who is in the technology business incubator, who is in the premises of technology enterprise, technology business incubator or science and technology enterprise park, and I started my operation in 1718, 1819 and 1920. My turnover, I will go ahead and tell, my turnover over here is 40 lakh, 45 lakh and 50 lakh. Baba, I don't have to pay any GST. Exempt, no GST at all in these 3 years. Now, next year onwards, tell me one thing, 2021, even if you go ahead and cross the 20 lakh rupees services, you will be liable to take registration. Do you guys understand that? So, services by an incubator who is a small startup, government is selling small startup for the first 3 years up to 50 lakh ka turnover, you don't have to go ahead and pay any GST. So, incubators are the startups who are going ahead and providing services to the world. Government says incubators who are within the premises of TBI or STP, Science and Technology Enterprise Park, up to a turnover of 50 lakh in the financial year, provided preceding financial year turnover is less than 50 lakh. Yes, sir. Preceding financial year turnover is less than 50 lakh. Then, and 3 years have not lapsed. Now, I want to go ahead and ask you, my turnover in the second case, for an example, my turnover over here is 40 lakh. In the second year, it became 55 lakh. Can you tell me, everyone, is it taxable in the second year or third year onwards? Always remember one thing, everyone. Always remember one thing. They have gone ahead and told your services shall be exempted up to 50 lakh provided preceding financial year turnover has not crossed 50 lakh. See over here, everyone. Your services up to a turnover of 50 lakh will be exempted provided preceding financial year turnover is less than equal to 50 lakh and 3 years have not lapsed. Now, preceding financial year ka turnover, now this year ka turnover has exceeded, it means next year onwards the exemption shall not be there up to 50 lakh rupees. Is my point clear to all? This year it will not become taxable, but next year onwards there will be no exemption up to 50 lakh rupees which will be given to you. Is my point clear to all? Quickly give me a heads up. Are we all clear with this point? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are all clear. Let's go ahead. Everyone over here. Incubator and incubator explained. Next, services by way of collection or providing news by an independent journalist, Press Trust of India or United News of India. Everyone over here. There is an independent journalist, okay, Press Trust of India, United News of India. All these people go ahead and provide their services of giving news to news agencies. Now, news agencies, they buy news from these people. When they are going ahead and selling their news, they will not go ahead and charge any GST. That is what is being told. Selling of news and views, services by way of collection and providing news by independent journalists or Press Trust of India or United News of India, there will be no GST. Next, services of public libraries. These public libraries which are there, Baba, people are not going anyways. Government is telling a public libraries when they are lending the book, if they start charging GST, people will stop going, and hence government went ahead and told public libraries when they are going ahead and lending the books, there will be no GST. Services provided by GSTN. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Now, Goods and Service Tax Network is a company which is going ahead and providing the services to the government by helping the government in implementation of GST. So basically, they are going ahead and providing the services to the government, and government will pay them. The services by Goods and Service Tax Network, which is a government ka company, to the government, these services pay, GST will not come. Goods and Services Network to the government for GST implementation, the service pay, GST will not be there. Next, services by organizer of any to any person for a business exhibition outside India. So if a person is going ahead and organizing an exhibition outside India, and he told Ramesh sir, you want to go, he took me to the exhibition outside India, he went ahead and charged me an amount, he will not go ahead and charge any GST. So if there is a services by an organizer to any person for business exhibition held outside India. One person told me, Ramesh sir, do you want to put a stall outside India in my business exhibition? He went ahead and gave me the service. He will not go ahead and charge me any GST. Services provided by or to FIFA and its subsidiaries for FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup 2020 to be hosted in India. Baba old entry, total bakwas. Next, services by way of sponsoring of sporting event organized by National Sports Federation, Indian Universities, Inter-University Sports Board. Sir, whenever somebody is going ahead and providing sponsorship services, when, sir, services by way of sponsorship of sporting event, sponsorship services in relation to sporting event, and the sporting event is organized by National Sports Federation, Indian University, Inter-University Sports Board, there will be no GST. Okay, sir. Now, all this, for an example, in these various festivals and all, not festivals and all, I will go ahead and say, for an example, there is slaughtering of animals which happen. Now, for slaughtering of animal, one person will be called, he will cut and he will come and he will cut the animal. So, slaughtering of animals ke liye, whenever that person will charge anything, he will not go ahead and charge any GST. Services by way of slaughtering of animals. So, whenever, for an example, one festival is there they want to cut a, might be a goat. Now they will call one person for slaughtering. The person who comes for slaughtering, he will go ahead and charge any money. Government told we will not ask him any GST because he is going to slaughtering of animals pay. Whenever that person is going ahead and charging any money, he will not go ahead and charge any GST. Services by foreign diplomat mission who are located in India. Foreign diplomat mission ka services pe there are no GST. Services of providing information under the Right to Information Act. Everyone over here, RTI may nowadays many students are going ahead and filing their application, and when you are going ahead and filing the application, RTI will go ahead, application ke sath you pay fees, there will be no GST when the RTI is providing you the information, because providing of information is also a service. Now they will not go ahead and charge any GST on the application fees. Services of providing information under the Right to Information Act 2005, there shall be no GST. Now, the next one over here is relating to services by educational institution. Before I go ahead and explain educational institution, see over here, this is also relating to educational institution. This is also relating to educational institution. This is also relating to educational institution, and this is also relating to educational institution. These 4 points which are there, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I would like to go ahead and explain you over here, everyone. Please come to your please see over here, everyone over here. Education is one of the cause which government has to go ahead and support. Government has to support people who are trying to educate the mass. Okay, and hence government has gone ahead and told, if there is an educational institution providing services to its student, faculty and staff, then the services by the educational institution shall be exempted. First of all, we have to go ahead and understand who are these educational institutions, who are being told as an educational institution by the government, because we coaching institute, private coaching institutes are not educational institution. Who are educational institution? Government have told educational institutions providing education basically will be exempted. So who are educational institution? Okay, first of all, let's understand educational institution. Educational institution can be divided into 1, 2 and 3 part. Number 1, educational institution. If you go ahead and see in your book, the definition is given. Educational institution means, in your page number 7.266, means an institution providing services by way of preschool education up to 12th. Everyone, if there is a school, preschool up to 12th, and up to 12th, if one educational institution is providing education, that's an educational institution. Okay, then pre-education as a part of curriculum for obtaining a qualification recognized under law for the time being in force. They are talking about educational institution providing qualification, degree college. Basically, they are talking about college, or Baba, they are talking about universities basically, who are basically going ahead and providing a degree which is recognized under the law. They are talking about colleges. Okay, everyone, which who is providing degree which is recognized by the law. And the third kind of educational institution are education who is providing education as a part of approved vocational educational course. So if there is a educational institution, means an institution providing services by way of preschool up to 12th, or degree recognized by the law, or if they are going ahead and providing education as a part of approved vocational education course. So if there is an institution which is providing approved vocational education course, then they are also educational institution. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Approved vocational education course means what? They have gone ahead and defined approved vocational education course means a course run by industrial training institute, industrial training center affiliated with the National Council for Vocational Training or a state council for vocational training. Basically all these plumber, all these skills which are being provided, a modular employable skill course which is approved by the NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training, run by a person registered under the Directorate General of Training. You can go ahead and remember only that if there is an approved vocational education program which is being provided by a person, then that person is also running an educational institution. As of now, you can think there are three types of educational institution. Okay, sir. Is everyone clear? One is preschool up to 12, one is college, and one is approved vocational education course. Now, services provided by this educational institution is also exempt. Service provided to this educational institution is also exempt. Let's go ahead and read entry number 66, which goes ahead and talks about services provided by an educational institution to its student, faculty, and staff. So all the three are educational institution. All the three, if they are going ahead and providing services, number A, to its student, faculty, and staff, it shall be exempt. Always remember, whenever an educational institution is providing services to its student or faculty or staff, any service to its student, faculty, and staff by an educational institution, these three educational institutions, if they are providing to their student, faculty, and staff, educational institution is providing training to its student, sir, educational institution is going ahead and providing any service, transportation service, whatever, training ka services, education ka service to its student, faculty, and staff, it is exempt. Next, B, sir, if the educational institution is providing services by an educational institution by way of conduct of entrance exam against consideration in the form of entrance fees. Tell me one thing. If you want to take admission to a college, you are, or school, you have to give entrance test. You are not the student over there. Students giving entrance test, educational institution giving services to the student, faculty, and staff is exempt. Now, if supposingly you want to be a person who want to take admission in a college or a school, and you go ahead and give, the college takes your entrance test के लिए the college will go ahead and charge you an amount, although you are not the student, prospective students के लिए whatever amount is charged, there will be no GST. Is my first and second point clear to all? Quickly give me a heads up. Is A and AA, which I have gone ahead and told you, the 2 points over here, are they clear to all? That whenever one educational institution is providing services to its student, faculty, and staff, that is also exempt. Educational institution providing services by way of entrance examination against consideration in the form of entrance fees, there will be no GST. Is my point clear to all? Yes, sir, we are clear with this point. Now, everyone, listen to me very carefully. Now, there are five services which are told services provided to. See, we were reading by means when educational institution is providing the service. Listen, when educational institution is providing the services and these are exempt. Now, if people provide the services to the educational institution and outward is exempt, they will not get ITCA. So, government went ahead and told most of the services, government tried that whenever it is provided to the educational institution, it shall be exempted. There are five services which you should remember. TCS. First of all, TCS. If anyone is providing transportation service of student, faculty, and staff to the school. So, if anyone is going ahead and providing number one, transportation of student, faculty, and staff. See, educational institution wants to transport its student, faculty, and staff. So, it told one person, can you go ahead and help me in transportation of student, faculty, and staff? So, one outside agency is going ahead and helping the college or the school in transportation of student, faculty, and staff. Number one. Number two, catering services. If anyone is going ahead and providing catering services, I will go ahead and write it like this. Number one is transportation of student, faculty, and staff. Number two is catering services. Catering services, if anybody is going ahead and providing, including midday meal, which are sponsored by the government. T for TDS, not for TDS, T for transportation. Number two, C for catering. Number three, see over here, everyone. Transportation of student, catering including midday meal sponsored by government. Third, security, cleaning, housekeeping services. Security, cleaning, and housekeeping services. If anybody is going ahead and providing to educational institution, okay, sir. So the third one, I will write security, cleaning, and housekeeping services. And the fourth one over here is, sir, anybody is going ahead and providing services relating to admission or conduct of examination by such an institution, admission related services if anybody is providing, or conduct of examination related services if anybody is providing to an educational institution, that is also exempt. And supplying of online educational journal. Fifth one is online education journal. Okay, everyone, listen to me very carefully. I told you about five. They have gone ahead and told only five things which, if provided to educational institution, it shall be exempted. But in this five, you have to be very careful. What do you mean by, sir, very careful? What are the five services? Can you tell me first of all? I went ahead and told you about five services which are over here. I told you about these five services. I am teaching you education. Okay, I want to go ahead and try to draw a chart basically. Okay, then this services, copy. I am going ahead and telling these services can be provided to school, college also. These services can be provided to vocational educational program course also, but they are going ahead and telling over here. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. They are telling all these services, if 1, 2, and 3 shall, nothing contained in sub item 1, 2, and 3 shall apply to educational institution other than institution by way of preschool and educational and up to 12. So basically 1, 2, and 3 are basically only applicable to preschool. It means when these services are provided to a college, it is not exempted. Even these services, these three services, sir, what are the three services? The three services over here is transportation, catering service, security, cleaning, and housekeeping service will not be exempted in these scenarios. Is my point clear to all? In this scenario, it shall not be exempted. That's all they are trying to say. They are telling it is only applicable in case of preschool. Preschool up to 12th. If I am going ahead and giving transportation services, catering services, housekeeping services, cleaning services, security services, then baba, they are going ahead and telling, then only, always remember, these services shall be exempted for school. These services shall be exempted for college. These services shall be exempted for approved educational training institute. But here they have gone ahead and told further. They are telling further nothing in 5 shall apply to an institution providing preschool and vocational educational program means fifth one is not applicable to preschool and fifth one is not applicable over here. Can you tell me everyone now? Now is the final conclusion. Over here, whenever school co services are provided, what are the services which are provided to preschool up to 12th are exempted? If somebody is providing transportation of student, faculty and staff, exempt. Somebody is providing catering services, exempt. Somebody is providing securities, cleaning, housekeeping service, exempt. Admission services or conduct of examination related service, it will be exempt. Online journals to preschool. Do you think up to 12th ka kids read online journal? So government went ahead and told online journals shall not be exempted. So if somebody supplied online journal to preschool up to 12th, what will happen everyone? It shall not be exempt. If it is not exempt, it will be taxable. Are we clear with this point everyone? Yes, sir, we all got it. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. For a college or university, if somebody is going ahead and providing the services which is only admission related services or online journal ka service, only those are exempt. All these services are not exempt. They will be taxable in case they are provided to a college. Okay, sir. And approved vocational educational course, if an institution is running, for them, if somebody is providing transportation of student, faculty and staff, catering service, security service, online journal service, they are taxable. Only service which is exempt is admission or conduct of examination. If related services are provided to these people, then it shall be exempt. And always remember, by all these three, if services are provided to their student, faculty and staff and entrance test is being conducted, they shall be always exempted. Any services to student, faculty and staff and entrance test related services to might be who are prospective student. Are we clear everyone? Quickly give me a heads up. Is the education institution related chart clear to all? Yes, sir, we are all clear. Always remember one thing, everyone. Always remember one thing. In case of educational institution, three types of educational institution giving to student, faculty, and staff, everything is exempt. But when they are taking, you have to be very careful. In the first one, the fourth one is not applicable. In the second one, the first three are not applicable. And in the third one over here, the only the fourth one is applicable. I hope everyone is clear. Yes, sir, we are clear. Let's go ahead. Next. So the same thing I have gone ahead and told over here. Services provided by educational institution to its student, faculty and staff or by way of conduct of entrance test shall be exempted. Sir, student, faculty and staff and conduct of entrance test is always exempted. Then circular is maritime institutions are educational institution. All these maritime institutions who are basically going ahead and teaching ship related, all this ship ka navigation related thing and they are giving maritime courses. Those maritime institutions are educational institutions and their services to their student, faculty and staff shall also be exempted. You have to be very careful. Maritime institution who are basically going ahead and teaching people about ships, ship related institution, those are also educational institution and their services are also exempted from GST to the student, faculty and staff when they give their services. Okay, sir. Services to an educational institution by way of transportation of student, faculty and staff, catering, security services and housekeeping. See over here, transportation, catering, security services, housekeeping services. Next. Sir, services provided by educational institution greater than 12, online educational journal, services by educational institution up to 12 and college, services relating to admission to or conduct of examination by such institution. People, don't go ahead and see all those 4 points. I would like you guys to refer to this chart over here. Done, sir. We will go ahead and refer to this chart. Next. Services provided to a recognized sports body by player, referee, umpire, coach, or a team manager, or by any other sports body. Everyone over here, for an example, there is a recognized sports body. For an example, I am telling only for classroom purpose. So, for an example, ICC is a recognized sports body. Now, over here, Virat Kohli is there. Virat Kohli went ahead and provided services to ICC. They are going ahead and telling any services provided to a recognized sports body by a player, referee, umpire by a player, or might be a referee is there. Referee is going ahead and providing services to ICC, or might be one umpire is there. he is going ahead and providing services to a recognized sports body, or one recognized sports body is providing to another recognized sports body any services, always all these services shall be exempted. I am not going ahead and talking about the definition of recognized sports body, but I believe you guys got an idea about a recognized sports body. A sports body go one player, referee, umpire is going ahead and providing the service, or a recognized sports body is providing to another recognized sports body, then that services shall be exempted. It says over here, recognized sports body services provided to a recognized sports body by player, umpire, referee, coach, team manager, and one recognized sports body to another recognized sports body also service shall be exempted. But sir, for an example, selectator is providing the service, taxable. Commentator ka services are provided to recognized sports body, taxable. Always remember all these are taxable. Next, government have gone ahead and told skill related services are also exempt. Baba, skills are required. For example, plumber ka skill are being acquired by a person. Now this person can at least go ahead and earn his living. So there are skill development authorities which are being set up by the government. Skill development authorities going ahead and providing skill related programs like, sir, the skill development authorities go ahead and provide people plumber ka skill, sir, electrician ka skills. All these skills are being provided by these people who are under the sector skill council, national skill development council. Those people going ahead and giving skills to people, they will charge an amount, but then GST will not come. Skill, any services provided by national skill development council, sector skill council, or an assessment agency, or a training partner approved by the NSDC or SSC, the skill which are being given by this person, they will not go ahead and charge any GST on the training services given. Or might be I'm an assessment agency, we do the assessment, we will not go ahead and charge any GST. Government wants skill to develop. Now if skill develops, people will be more employed, then poverty levels will come down. Next, skill services of assessing body. So there's an assessing body who do the assessment. So I have gone ahead and learned everything relating to plumbing. Now I need a certificate, so I have to go to the assessment agency who will go ahead and assess, and then they will give me a certificate. Assessment agency will go ahead and charge an amount for the assessment of my skill. They will not go ahead and charge any GST. Services of assessing body empaneled centrally by the Directorate General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development Enterprise. Then this assessing body ka services also they will not go ahead and charge any GST. Services by training provider. So I am a training provider under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kushal Yojana, and I go ahead and teach people about skill. Sir, by way of offering skill or certified vocational training, whenever I am going ahead and giving skill to people, I will not go ahead and charge any GST. I am a GST ka skilled GST trainer under the NSDC. Now my trainer, I am being a trainer providing skill to people. I will not go ahead and charge any GST. So it says over here, services provided by government, provided to government. Whenever I am providing any service to the government under any training program for which 75% or more of the expenditure is borne by the government. For an example, I teach GST. I am a GST trainer. You know what happened? Government ka Tamil Nadu department. For an example, Tamil Nadu government went ahead and told me, Ramesh sir, can you go ahead and train all our officers with respect to GST? Can you go ahead and train our officers? I went ahead and provided training, and government is going to pay me here 75% or more of the expenditure is borne by the government, and hence earlier it was where 100% of the expenditure is borne by the government, then my services shall be exempt. Amendment, 75% or more even if borne by the government, my services shall be exempted. Earlier it was for which expenditure is borne by the government. Now they have added the word 75% or more expenditure is borne by the government, then also it shall be exempted. Next, services of public conveyance. Baba, this 1 rupee, 2 rupees ka toilet which is there, they are also providing services. They will not go ahead and charge any GST. Services by non-profit entity registered to its own member by way of reimbursement of charges or share of contribution as a trade union. Baba, there is a trade union which is there. Okay? There is a trade union which is there, and there are members. Trade union provides services to the member, and they go ahead and charge annually, might be 100 rupees, 500 rupees, whatever, from the members. because the trade union is going to go ahead and help the members in various ways. So basically trade union is providing the service. For the services, they go ahead and collect an amount. The services provided by the trade union to the members, there will be no GST. Sir, services provided by non-profit entity registered to its own member by way of reimbursement of charges or share of contribution which they collect as a trade union if they are providing the service, or for carrying out an activity which is exempt. There is a non-profit entity. There is a non-profit entity, and this non-profit entity is basically going ahead and doing conservation supposedly of forest. Now conservation of watershed etc. is exempted from GST. Now what happened over here? This non-profit entity went ahead and provided services to its member, everyone over here, and basically what is happening, all these members are there in the non-profit entity. Non-profit entity, what it does, it goes ahead, non-profit entity, for an example, non-profit entity is going ahead and carrying out any activity which is exempted from GST, and for carrying out this exempt activity they have their members who are there, and from the members they are going ahead and collecting some amount. Their services to the members shall also be exempt, because the non-profit entity is basically made to carry out those activities which are exempted from GST. Next, or there is a non-profit entity, everyone over here, you know, resident welfare association, everyone, very important, please listen everyone, resident welfare association. Now what happens, people go ahead and form resident welfare associations. Okay sir, resident welfare association is formed. What resident welfare association will do, they will go ahead and have a apartment. Now this apartment ka take care ke liye, what the apartment ka people do is they go ahead and form one association. Okay, now this apartment ka swimming pool, sir, garden area, lift, everything, cleaning etc. is being taken care by the resident welfare association. Tell me one thing, all these people who are going ahead and staying in the apartment, don't you think the association is going ahead? Association is a separate entity, everyone. It's a non-profit entity. Don't you think association is going ahead and providing these people services, and the association will go ahead and collect monthly charges? Do you know everyone, resident welfare associations are being made by many apartments. Apartments will make resident welfare association. Association will go ahead and take care of the apartment, and the apartment ka people say the association will collect a monthly fee, 2 rupees per square feet, 5 rupees per square feet, 10 rupees per square feet, like that. Okay, so don't you think the association is providing services to the member? Yes sir. And if the association is collecting only up to 7,500 per month per member, then these services shall be exempted. So if there is a resident welfare association and there is a society, this society ke liye the society ka members have made an association. Association is providing services to the member, and members go ahead and pay up to 7,500. So the services provided are basically maintenance of the pool, common area, lift, cleaning etc. All this is done by the association. Security, all this is taken care by the association. Association is basically formed by all the members for their benefit only. These people have formed not for profit, but so that everything can be taken care. These people have formed one association. Association ka services to the member shall be exempted if it is charging only 7,500 per month per member. Is my point clear to all? Yes sir, we are all clear. Let's go ahead, everyone over here now. So they are telling, whenever services are provided by a non-profit entity, resident welfare association, to its member by way of reimbursement up to 7,500 per member for sourcing of goods and service from third person for the common use of the member in a housing society or a residential complex shall be exempted. Now people went ahead and asked some question, and clarifications have been given. What is the question people went ahead and asked? Sir, circular relating to GST on monthly subscription or contribution charged by resident welfare association from its member. Number one, sir, number one clarification is, whenever services are given by the association and per member per month 7,500 is taken, it shall be exempt. Okay, so the first clarification, supply of service by the RWA Resident Welfare Association to its member for share of contribution up to 7,500 per month per member are exempted. Okay, sir. Point is clear. Now, second question which I want to go ahead and ask. Everyone, tell me one thing. I will ask you, you guys tell me. The association is going ahead and providing services to its member. Okay, everyone? And there are 10 members only. 10 members only, and per month the association is going ahead and charging 10,000 rupees per month per member. My question is whether the services will be exempted or taxable. Quickly tell me, association going ahead and giving services to the member, and association is charging per month per member 10,000. It means 10,000 rupees. How many members are there? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 members. It means 1 lakh rupees per month. My question to you guys, is the services given by the Apartment Welfare Association taxable? Think about it, everyone. If 1 lakh rupees is the collection per month, 1 lakh into 12 months is only 12 lakh. Their aggregate turnover is only 12 lakh. Are they registered? Is the Apartment Welfare Association registered? Sir, turnover limit for registration in normal state is 20 lakh rupees. Association is not registered. If it is not registered, my question on this service, will GST be charged by the association? Tell me, sir, when the turnover only did not cross, how will they go ahead and charge GST? Are we clear, everyone? They will not go ahead and charge GST. You have to be very careful. First of all, the apartment has to be registered. And secondly, the apartment has to charge more than 7,500. Only then GST will come. Is my point clear to all? Sir, yes, sir, we understood. Listen, you tell me one thing. Here, apartment is registered. Okay, sir. Everyone, apartment is registered with welfare association. Turnover is already crossing 20 lakh rupees. Now my question is, if they are charging 7,500, will GST come or exempt? Will GST come or it shall be exempted? Sir, then to anyway 7,500 tak it is exempted. GST will not come, it is exempt. Okay. I want to go ahead and ask you one more question. Tell me. Same thing. Apartment is registered. Aggregate turnover is already crossing 20 lakh. It went ahead and charged now to one person 10,000 rupees. Now tell me one thing, everyone. Will GST come? 10,000 rupees. Sir, first of all, registered. Secondly, it has crossed the 7,500 rupees ka threshold limit. GST has to be charged by the Apartment Welfare Association. Yes, everyone. See over here, they are telling RWA required to pay GST only if subscription is greater than 7,500 per month per member, and aggregate turnover by way of supply of goods and service has exceeded 20 lakh rupees. So only when the aggregate turnover exceeded, it took registration. Now if they are giving the service and they are charging more than 7,500, then only it shall be taxable. Be very careful, everyone. Next. Sir, RWA, tell me one thing. Resident Welfare Association is going ahead and charging GST to its member. My question is, when they are going ahead and giving services to the member, to give the services, they took plumber ka services, they took electrician ka services, they went ahead and bought capital goods, they went ahead and bought taps, etc., so that they can fit in the apartment. Will they get ITC also, everyone? Because they are charging GST, will they get ITC of the inputs and capital goods and input services? Yes, sir. Input tax credit of all the input services and capital goods shall be available to them because they are going ahead and charging GST over here. See, everyone, RWA are entitled to take ITC of GST paid on capital goods. They bought generator, water pump, lawn furniture, taps, pipes, sanitary, hardware, services of repair and maintenance, plumber service, electrician service, all car credit shall be allowed to them. Okay, next. My question, everyone, tell me one thing. When you see per month, per member, listen, per month, per member means what? I have two apartment which is in my name. I am paying 7,000 into 500 into 2, 15,000 rupees. My question is it exempt? Resident Welfare Association is registered. Will it be exempt or taxable? I am paying for two apartment. I have two apartment. Two apartment also, always remember sir, it shall be exempted. Why? Because per apartment means per member, not one person having two apartment means one person. No, 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 no. You have to see apartment wise. Even if I have two apartment and I'm paying 15,000, if it is up to 7,500 per month per member, then it shall be exempt, and per flat is per member. Yes, sir, that is clear. See over here, the ceiling of 7,500 per month per member shall be applied separately for each residential apartment owned by a person, owned by him basically. Next question, everyone. For an example, if one person, RWA, everyone, RWA went ahead and provided services to a person, and the RWA is registered, and the RWA went ahead and charged 8,000 rupees. Will GST come on 8,500 minus 7,500? GST will come on 8,000, or GST will be charged on entire amount, or only on 500 rupees? Quickly tell me, everyone. The services are provided. For the services provided, 8,000 is being charged. Will GST come on full amount or only on the differential? Baba, GST will come on the full amount and not the differential. Entire amount pe GST will come. Always remember, it is told over here, if amount exceeds 7,500, GST payable on the entire amount. I hope everyone is clear. Quickly give me a heads up. Are we all clear till here? Yes, sir, we are all clear till here. Let's go ahead. Everyone over here. Services by a non-profit entity. If there is a non-profit entity which is there is a non-profit entity, okay, and they are engaged in the activities for welfare of industrial or agricultural labor or farmers, or for promotion of trade or commerce, industry, agriculture, art, science, literature, culture, sports, education, social welfare, charitable activity, and protection of environment to its own member. And basically, all these services they are giving to its own member, and members say they are taking up to rupees against consideration in the form of membership fees up to rupees 1,000 per member per year, per 1,000 rupees per member per year for the services provided to the member. It's a non-profit entity and it is giving services to the member and charging up to 1,000 per member per year. Then that services also shall be exempted. Yes, sir, we are clear. Let's go ahead. Services provided by way of pure labor contract of construction, erection, commissioning, installation, completion, fitting out, repair and maintenance, renovation or alteration of a civil structure or original work pertaining to beneficiary led individual housing construction or enhancement under the Housing for All mission or Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, basically our Prime Minister wants that everybody should have a home. And for an example, I am getting a home made which is under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, where I have received some support from the government. So Pradhan Mantri, the Prime Minister of the country, he wants that everybody should have a home. And so I have received some support from the government to go ahead and make a home. Now I went ahead and hired one person and I told him, sir, he is a labor contractor. Everyone, labor contractor. Okay, sir. He is telling, okay, sir, I will go ahead and provide you laborers. Okay. And I have to go ahead and pay him an amount for providing the laborer. When he is going ahead and providing me pure labor ka service, not works contract, everyone. It is not a works contract service. No. He is giving me only laborers. Pure labor ka services he is giving me, and I am paying him an amount. Government is telling so that one person ka residential house doesn't become expensive. This guy who is giving the laborers will not go ahead and charge any GST. See over here, everyone. Again, services by way of pure labor contract of construction, erection, then commissioning, installation, completion, fitting out, or might be I am getting my house repaired, repair and maintenance, renovation I am getting it done, or alteration or any other original work. Original work means new home I am getting it done pertaining to beneficiary led individual housing construction or enhancement under the Housing for All mission or Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. I am getting a home done under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and a person is giving me laborers. He will not go ahead and charge me any GST if he is giving me pure labor services. Let's go ahead. Can you tell me works contract what will happen? Will works contract services. If I told one person, you give material and labor, he is giving me works contract service. In that scenario, works contract is always taxable. Works contract is not exempted. Pure labor contract has been exempted. Okay, sir, point is clear. Next, services by way of pure labor contract of construction, erection, commissioning. See over here, everyone. Under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, if you are getting it done, then both, whether you are getting renovation done or you are getting original work done, both are exempted. Okay, sir, if I am getting the renovation of my home done or I am getting original work, means first time I am getting a new home done, both pure labor contract are exempted. Okay, now I am getting a home done and this is not under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. No, I am getting myself a single residential house done, means I am getting a single residential house. A single residential house means a house which has a single meter, which is meant for staying of a single family. I told one person, I am making a home, can you supply me laborers? He is going ahead and giving me pure labor service, and this house I am building, myself I am building, Baba, I am not gone ahead, and it is not under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. It is myself I am getting a single residential house. Then also he will not go ahead and charge me any GST. But always remember, in this scenario, it is only pure labor contract of construction, erection, commissioning of or installation of original work. For repair work, if you have gone ahead and hired one person and you told him, please provide me labor service for repair work, then it shall be taxable. Always remember, repair work will be taxable. They are going ahead and telling only original work shall be exempted with respect to single residential unit. My question to you guys, I wanted to make an apartment, residential complex. I told one person to provide me pure labor services. Can you tell me taxable or exempt? I am making an apartment, and the apartment, I am making an apartment, and this guy is providing me pure labor services, and there's a new apartment coming up. Will it be exempted or taxable? Think, everyone, taxable or exempted? Sir, this shall be taxable. Why? Because only if it is with respect to single residential house, it is exempted. सिंगल रेजिडेंशियल हाउस के लिए whenever original work related, you have gone ahead and you are making a new home, and when you are making a new home, government wants food, clothing and shelter should always not be expensive for people. Let's go ahead, everyone. Next, we are done with exemptions under the CGST Act. Now the exemptions under the IGST Act. Everyone over here, services provided by a person from entity to TT. Services provided by a person in the entity to by services received from a service provider from a non-taxable territory US to by whom? By central government, state government, union territory, local authority, governmental authority, individual for non-business purpose, or if it is received by a entity which is under 12 AA or by a person in the non-taxable territory to non-taxable territory, then always remember those services will be exempted. Exception not applicable in case of OIDR service. If OIDR services are received by central government, state government or an entity registered under 12AA, the OIDR has to take registration in India, collect GST and pay. It is not exempted. Yes, sir, we remember. Transportation service by a vessel from a place outside India to custom station in India is also in that scenario. They are going ahead and telling everyone over here now. See, services provided by a service provider in non-taxable territory, which is transportation service by a vessel from a place outside India to custom station in India. Foreign shipping company going ahead and giving transportation service to an importer. Importer pays the GST under reverse charge mechanism, and hence they are telling it is not exempted. Services provided by a services received from a service provider from non-taxable territory. Foreign shipping company Giving services to whom? Transportation services by a vessel from outside India to the custom station in India. The importer pays the GST under RCM. Those services are not exempted. Next, sir, services supplied. Everyone, tell me one thing. Location of supplier is in India. Location of recipient is outside India. Place of supply is outside India, and he is going ahead and paying me forex also. But you know what? I am the head office. This is the branch office. We are mere establishments of distinct person. My question is my service export of service? Quickly tell me everyone. If we both are mere establishment of distinct person, head office and the branch office, will it become export of service? No, sir. Export of service means supplies in India, recipient is outside India, place of supply is outside India. If you are receiving foreign convertible currency and you both are not mere establishment of a distinct person, then only it is export. If it is not export, then government went ahead and told, remember always, there will be no GST. We are going ahead and exempting it, even though not export, but government went ahead and exempted it. You know, if it is export, you get ITC ka refund. If it is exempt, you don't get any ITC ka refund. Loss to you. Zero rated supply, ITC refund is there. If it is exempt, ITC ka refund is not there. See over here, everyone. Services by an establishment of a person in India to any establishment of that person outside India. I have one establishment in India, one establishment outside India. I have gone ahead and given the service. This service is not zero rated supply. They have gone ahead and told, which are treated as establishment of distinct person, provided the place of supply is outside India, even though it is not zero rated supply, still they have gone ahead and told GST will not come, it shall be exempted. Next, everyone over here now. Import of service by United Nations or a specified international organization for official use. UN Nations ka organization ka offices which are there in India, if they are going ahead and taking any importation of service, there will be no GST. Next, importation of service by foreign diplomat mission, consular post in India, diplomatic agent, career counselor, officers, all these who are posted from outside India into India, foreign diplomat mission, consulars, etc. They are going ahead and importing any service. Importation of service for business purpose, GST will come, but their cases may it has been exempted. Services supplied by an intermediary where location of both supplier and recipient of service is outside the taxable territory. Everyone over here, I am a broker in India, sir. US to Australia, I am going ahead and selling the goods. I am basically providing intermediary service. I am a broker in between. Then my services, because both are outside India, my services shall be non-taxable. They are going ahead and telling services provided by an intermediary, which when location of both supplier and recipient of goods is outside the taxable territory. So here to here goods went, but I am a broker. From here to here I sold the goods. Now whatever services I have gone ahead and provided, for which I'll go ahead and charge some brokerage, there'll be no GST. Next. Services received by RBI from abroad. Reserve Bank of India, whenever they are taking services from outside India, no GST. Services provided by a tour operator to foreign tourist in relation to tour wholly outside India. Sir, I am a tour operator. I am a tour operator. ठीक है, I am a tour operator. I am from India. Now I have gone ahead and organized a tour for a US ka guy for in Dubai. Now he told, sir, I want to go to Dubai. I told, okay, sir, Dubai ka tour we will go ahead and organize for you. Sir, person also from outside India, tour also outside India. This tour operator ka services pe GST will not come. They are telling services provided by a tour operator to a foreign tourist in relation to tour wholly conducted outside India, there will be no GST which will be charged in India. It shall be exempted. Next. Any other exemptions which are there, all the other exemptions. Services imported by unit or developer in SEZ for authorized operation. Always remember, if I am in a SEZ, SEZ is going ahead and importing service. This is India mein, this is an SEZ. SEZ went ahead and imported some service. Importation of service, no GST. You know, importation of goods pay, custom duty is also not there under the Customs Act. So importation of service by an SEZ unit or an SEZ developer, the person who develops the SEZ, there will be no GST. Next, central government share of profit petroleum. Baba, the profit petroleum ka discussion we have in the chapter of supply. Profit petroleum pay, anyways, no GST. I hope you guys remember that explanation. I hope you guys remember Reliance went ahead and explored petroleum. It kept cost petroleum. Remaining amount of profit petroleum was given to the government because government gave the license to Reliance to explore mineral oil. To government gave the license and to explore oil, and Reliance has gone ahead and given profit petroleum. That profit petroleum which was given by Reliance to the government for giving the license, that profit petroleum was exempted. Sir, central government share of profit petroleum is exempted from GST. Next, IGST leviable on importation of service in relation to temporary transfer or permitting the use or enjoyment of IPR has been exempted. Sir, if you go ahead and import services in relation to transfer or permitting use or enjoyment of IPR, then that services are also exempted. So if I have gone ahead and taken some IPRs from outside India, it's an importation of service for which I have to pay some royalty, etc. That importation where I have gone ahead and I am using the IPR in India, that is importation of service. I have to pay GST under RCM, but they are going ahead and telling it has been exempted. So if you have gone ahead and imported some services in relation to use or temporary permitting of IPR, that IPR, when you are using in India, you have to pay some royalty. On those royalties, etc., you don't have to go ahead and pay any GST in India. The GST has been exempted. Here we are done with our exemptions, everyone. Everyone over here. Here we are done with all the exemptions in the chapter of our exemption. CGST ka exemption and IGST ka exemptions all are done. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. Exemptions as a chapter is asked for 6 marks. At least they go ahead and ask in the exam. Here and there you will see big questions ka part, etc. So 4 marks to 6 marks they go ahead and ask. Okay. Now in this chapter, in this exemption chart, wherever you see green, those are very very important points. You can't leave them at any cost, right everyone? Yes sir, point is clear. I will go ahead and close my discussion on the chapter of exemption over here. Now all you have to go ahead and do is solve Q&A and you are done with the chapter. I'll go ahead and close my chapter of exemptions over here, everyone.